We'd like to hear your opinions about what you want from Wild. What do you think of how it is now? And what's the role you see for it in the future of was this sentence is so weird. The future of Hearthstone. Let us know in the comment sections below. And in the comments, people that don't ever play Wild, maybe like 1 or 2 games in a year, are like, Wild should be Wild. It says it in the descriptions. Just let it be as it is. Nope. 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 Blah, blah, blah. Go play Standard and shut up. Yes, you.
Yo, my G, what you saying?
My G.
What up, and greetings! So I'm back because the evening that I recorded and posted my last video, which was about the state of Wild and about how Druid is super strong right now, and maybe giving a couple of suggestions about how to fix it. Blizzard has released their first ever in the works update, whatever that is, different to their regular update apparently, and outline what are their thoughts on all this, on the state of Wild Standard and how they're gonna move in the upcoming months. So let's just go through it because there's kind of a lot and kind of nothing to go through. So yeah, let's start with the state of the meta, which they mean the standard meta in this case. So they're listing all the different types of deck that are being represented, and diversity in meta. Okay, in standard is quite a diverse meta right now, and they're happy with the excellent diversity. They said excellent. Oh, excellent. Anyways, overall they're happy, and they're not going to make any changes to Giggling Inventor. So a lot of people are calling for change because this card is being played like in 54% of decks or even more percent of decks right now in standard. In Wild is very much being played across the board as well, and they're saying that meta needs strong taunts like Flash Belcher and Tar Keeper were in the past, or Giggling Inventor is now, in order to aggro to not, you know, spread out of control. And I do kind of agree with it. Like, a Giggling Inventor is super annoying card, but if everyone can play it because it's a neutral taunt, then, you know, it's not really that much of an issue. People have found ways how to deal with it, being played Messy Horror and cards like that. So I don't really think that it's as much of a problem as people are making it, but maybe I'm wrong because I don't play enough standard, like I said. And now getting into Wild. My favorite part. So let me actually just read this out there. So there's been an ongoing discussion with the team regarding how Wild should play right now. Wild feels somewhat like standard, but with an elevated power level and a vast library of cards. Should Wild live up to its name more, where we allow really crazy and powerful combos to happen, even in the early game? Generally, it's harder for any one strategy to be dominant in Wild, since everything is so powerful and everyone has access to so many tools. Not everyone, except for people with cards. You forgot about that, Blizzard. But do we want those strategies to exist? We know that there are players who would prefer to have a mode that offers that kind of gameplay. So yeah, and a lot of people in the comments are saying Wild should be Wild, but they're also adding that they barely play Wild. There's a lot to point to consider. The reason to have multiple modes in Hearthstone is for them to play differently. So there are downsides to trying to put reins on Wild too much. And I agree with that. There shouldn't be too much control. Definitely should be some control. You know, like capitalism. Not too much control over it, but the state should have some control over it, you know. Anyways, but we also recognize that these decks might, like Nagasi Witch, have become too prevalent and simply aren't fun to play against. You got it there. You got it right there. Druid. It's not fun to play against. Starliner. Bam. Just nerf the cards that I told you. Plus Aviana or something. You know, then... Or nerf Kun so that we can only play Branch. Because with Branch it's actually harder to make the combos work than with Kun. Or maybe if you play Branch and Blinktron. Anyways, I'm going too crazy out there. I'm going too crazy. But basically, I'm on the side of the camp that, yeah, Blizzard should definitely change Wild more often. Not too much. Like, they're talking about the balance. And I think that the balance is crucial in Wild and in how they approach the changes. But they should definitely not just take their hands off and be like, oh, no, Wild be Wild. You know, Wild Things. It's just Wild Things out there. No, that's definitely not the case. So please, Blizzard, have some sort of control, like you did with Raza, like you did with patches. Just the worst offenders, please do stuff about it. And that's my response. That's my opinion on. You asked for it. We'd like to hear your opinions. That's my opinion. Just don't forget about Wild and be like, meh. That's that moment where people are just doing whatever the fuck they want, and that's fair enough. Like, I like Wild because of the crazy combos and because of combos with cards that aren't available in the standard mode anymore. But I don't think that it should be abused in such a way that like one of these strategies becomes so dominant that it doesn't matter what you play on the other side of the board, because the game's like you have no influence over the outcome of the game. That's what I have a problem with the extra strong decks. And that's what was happening with Naga, and that's what's now happening with Starliner and all those sort of, combo druidy decks that be it Togwago, be it Malidruid, be it, whatever. It's all the same. It's all Aviana Kun bullshit. Okay. Get into the next point, new classic cards. So they're going to introduce a few new cards to counterbalance the cards that they moved into Hall of Fame. So the 4 cards are those. Deal 2 damage to minion. If it's frozen, draw a card. I don't know why they're trying to push this freeze shaman like archetype. I don't understand. Plus it's an epic and all the other 3 are common cards. Don't really know. But yeah, I mean, they're not good cards, but they're easy to understand cards for new players. I think it's fine. It's not gonna break anything adding cards like this to the classic set. And I think it's good. It's a good idea. They should actually just remove like 10 cards, 15 cards from the classic set next year, which I've already mentioned in my previous video, so I'm not gonna get into it too much. Alright, let's move along. New player experience. So from ranks 25 to 1 and then legends, there's going to be another 25 ranks which have all those cute little symbols. So it's mainly for new players not to meet meta decks until they actually hit like rank 20 or above, because they're playing with super crappy decks. And even on rank 25, you will meet people coming back who are playing on different servers and then coming back and then having a full collection. You're playing against a full collection, it's never too much fun. So additional ranks, again, nothing that changes too much for me. I think it's a minor change. I think it's good. It's alright. It's alright. It's a good idea. I don't really mind. I'm going to be losing to rank 50 player. Chicken! Oh, and last but not least. No, actually, no, we're leaving the most major disappointment to the end. But before that, we have the Halloween event coming back with the dual classes in Arena. That was a lot of fun last year. There's a lot of overpowered bullshit, but it was a lot of fun, so I'm definitely going to try some of that. And another Paladin hero. Is it the 4th one? They have Ufer as a basic one, then they have Liadrin. They have Arthas, and now Anoyatron. Sir Anoyatron. So that's 4, yeah? Can I get a priest? Can I get a Vol'jin as a priest? Or Sen'jin as a priest? Sen'jin, please? Can I get a troll priest? Can I get a troll at all? Can we please have a troll hero? Blizzard! You asked me what I want. This is what I want. Okay, Halloween event coming. Same as last year. Again, not too many updates. And this, so people almost unanimously are pissed off about this, and I am in that group of people. So, like I was saying at the beginning of the video, I think that Blizzard is kind of tending to the new player base. They're tending to the super hardcore, tournament pot of players, because esports is something that, makes a lot of people hear about Hearthstone, and a lot of people find out about it. And there's a lot of prestige, I guess, from esports. But people like me that don't necessarily want to participate in those, or don't have enough time to, go for high legend finishes every single month, but likes to compete every now and then. I mean, I went to like small scale tournaments, sort of 25, 50 people, where I did, you know, with some success. And I would really like something like this, polished and inclined and done by now. I mean, we're going on what, 5th year of Hearthstone, 6 years of Hearthstone now or something. It's like, it's long overdue, you know. And they've been working on it apparently, but then it fell tacked on, so they're putting it on hold. So that's what's annoying me. Like, putting it on hold is what's annoying me probably the most, because if you promise a feature and then you backtracked from it from like this, it just gives one of the worst vibes. If you like promise a feature and then you take it away, it feels like, don't know, World of Warcraft promising, you know, something in an expansion, in the trailer of the expansion, and then not delivering on it. It's disappointing. And the two things that I was looking forward to the most from Blizzard, which was one of them was a tournament mode, and the other one was classic World of Warcraft. Both of them seem to just be put on hold because I haven't heard any news about classic since last BlizzCon, and we almost have the next BlizzCon now. Plus the tournament mode is on hold, so I'm quite disappointed with Artifact coming along, you know, soon, like next month. I think I'll be trying that. I'm not saying that I will be giving up on Hearthstone or anything. That, like, I love Hearthstone. I want it to be the best game because I like playing it. I have a lot of friends that play Hearthstone. I have a lot of memories. My YouTube channel, my Twitch channel is built on Hearthstone primarily. And I don't want to burn out or lose interest in the game. But yeah, patches like this and updates like this that basically don't give anything to me as a player that has been there from, you know, beta and spend money on every expansion and are supporting the game through what I can, you know, which is streams and videos and etc. etc. You know, it kind of feels sucky, and so that's like, it's not too much to like say about it. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what's the reasoning behind them putting it on hold if they don't have enough resources. But currently it just seems like everything is kind of, you know, the Tavern Bros feel kind of lazy. Tournament mode is not happening. A lot of the things that were like grand plans are kind of cut back or cut in half. And it's a bit sad to hear, so sad to see. That's my opinion on the new patch. It's a bit depressing, but I just wanted to share my thoughts. I don't know what you think about the patch. If you're disappointed or if you're excited about the new features, let me know in the comment sections below, guys. I'm not gonna have internet for the next 2 weeks, so there will be no streams, but I will try my best to record videos at my place and then upload them somewhere else, if at all possible, like this one. Thanks so much for sticking around, and sorry about this video being kind of like all over the place. I don't have internet, so couldn't make too much preparation. Have a nice weekend, and see you soon. Bye, and take care.